Chapter 870, Night of the Pumpkinhead Ghost. At Gotham Royal York High School we were getting ready for science class. Word has been flying around that 6 new students have moved to Gotham Royal York and have just enrolled at our school. This is gonna be interesting. Nico, so, what's the plan on finding the Megaforce Rangers? We'll vend them. Well, I was thinking that after school, we can fly over to Harwood County and meet them. Ms. Johnson, alright, class. Today, we have 6 new students joining our class today. Cornelia notices the 6 new students who came in. Well, I don't think going to Harwood County is necessary now. We saw the Megaforce Power Rangers. We saw Troy Burrows, the Megaforce/Super Megaforce Red Ranger, Thea Moran, the Megaforce/Super Megaforce Yellow Ranger, Noah Carver, the Megaforce/Super Megaforce Blue Ranger, Emma Goodall, the Megaforce/Super Megaforce Pink Ranger, Jake Holling, the Megaforce Black Ranger/Super Megaforce Green Ranger, and Orion of the planet Andresia, the Super Megaforce Silver Ranger. No way. Nico, wow. The Megaforce Power Rangers. Lori, OMG. Troy Burrows, it's such an honor to meet you, JD. You too, Troy. We watched you guys all on TV and you guys kicked some major butt on both the Warstar aliens and the Armada. Noah Carver, that was an amazing adventure. But what really got us going was you guys all teaming up with all of the Power Rangers from over the course of 20 years. Thea, that was one of our most incredible fights. During the final battle against the Armada, we only got to fight alongside the legendary Rangers for about an hour. We know. Nico, that was so awesome. Cody Hitta, and now? Thea, now, I'm glad we get to be on the same team as the legendary Rangers full time. That's Team Loud Phoenix Storm's Power Ranger Super Army. Sheen, Power Ranger Super Army? I come up with the teams that can join us to help us. Armadilloman, well, the 6 of you are legendary Rangers as well. Orion, that's true. Later we got to work on our tests for the day. Asterisk. At lunch we were talking about the things that the Megaforce Rangers did. It was so cool how all teamed up with every Ranger from over the course of 20 years. Lincoln, but what has me confused is that you guys were using Ranger powers we've never seen before. Nico, those Power Ranger abilities were not shown because they were made all the way over in Japan. After all, Japan is where the Power Rangers were created. But out of all of the Power Rangers out there, Megaforce is the most awesome part of the whole franchise. Gia, I'm glad you think so, JD. Thanks, Gia. Suzuki, Orion, you and are actually very similar. Orion, we are Suzuki? Suzuki, well, our people were killed by antagonizing forces. My entire clan, the Uchiha clan, were killed by my older brother Itaki. He was forced to kill the entire clan because of the corrupt elders in my village's council. Yours were killed by the Armada. It's true, Orion. Sasuke's entire clan was killed because of those old bastards on the Hidden Leaf Council. Orion, that's true. But I think we already got justice for them. Suzuki, we did. But when I found out about what happened to my whole clan, I vowed to get justice for them. William, and at least the Armada didn't use slice to destroy the Andrasians. Orion, that's true. Sheen, who are you guys talking about? Here. I pulled out 3 photos. These 3 were once the elders of the Hidden Leaf Council. Their names were Denzo Shimura, Kohara Yuditen, and Homura Mito Kato. Here's the history of Denzo. I revealed the full extent of Denzo's history. Asterisk. In his youth, Denz was good friends with Hiruzen Sarutobi, having felt the need to upstart him. During the First Shinobi World War, Denz and Hiruzen, along with the latter's teammates Kohara Yuditen and Homura Mito Kato, were placed together in a squad under the second Hokage Tobirama. When being late pursued by the Kinkaku squad of the village hidden in the clouds, Dans attempted to volunteer in sacrificing himself as a decoy to ensure the others' safety. However, paralyzed with fear as Hiruzen volunteered for the task, Tobirama sacrificed himself instead while naming Hiruzen as his successor, much to the shock of both Hiruzen and Dans. With Hiruzen as the third Hokage, with him, Koharu, and Homura appointed roles as his advisors, a grudge-filled Dans resolved to become Hokage someday and formed the ANBU subsidiary named Root. Though the group was later officially disbanded, Root remained secretly active as Dans executed shady dealing. The group became even more mindlessly devoted to Dans, who started branding them with cursed seals, even attempting to assassinate Hiruzen on one occasion. Danzo Root leader. One such event was aiding Hanzo in his attempt to wipe out but the men he sent to the village hidden in rain were all wiped out by Nagato. Dans also played a role in Kabuto Yakushi becoming a rogue ninja under his former subordinate Orochimaru, whom Dans had implanting the DNA of Hashirama Senju to use his wood style. In the aftermath of Kurama's attack on Konoha, Dans suspected the Uchiha clan to have involvement and supported their relocation for better observation, which led to the Uchiha becoming more isolated and discontent, and thus eventually plotting to rebel. Years later, learning of the planned coup d'état by the Uchiha clan and playing on Itagi Uchiha's pacifist tendencies to provide him and the other elders with information of the clan's actions, Dans secretly killed Shisui Uchiha, despite the fact that Shisui was actually already planning to use a genjutsu to prevent the Uchiha rebellion. He kills Shisui to obtain his Sharingan eyes. However, Danzo then secretly ordered Atake to slaughter his clan in return that his younger brother Suzuki Uchiha would be spared death. Though Atake committed the deed, he left Dans with a warning to not harm Suzuki or he would expose the circumstances of the Uchiha clan's demise to the other ninja villages. Hiruzen however guesses much of what had happened, although he had no proof, and becomes even more suspicious of Dans, and demands that Root be disbanded. Part 2. When Team Kakashi decide to meet with the spy Sasori installed in Orochimaru's camp, Dans took advantage of Kakashi's absence to assign Sai to the group as part of a plan to secretly assassinate Suzuki. To achieve that goal, Dans had Sai trick Orochimaru into thinking he wants to join forces with him to destroy Konoha. Though Sai failed his mission, Dans allowed him to remain with Team Kakashi, as Dans had become worried about Naruto becoming a problem, and Sai would be in a perfect place to watch him. Hokage Danzo. During the events of Pain invading Konoha, Dans was against Tsunade calling Naruto back to the village in fear that they would lose Kurama. To that end, Dans not only killed the messenger Toad Keisuke, but also ordered his subordinates not to come to the Hidden Leaf's aid with the expectation that Tsunade would be killed off, not caring about the deaths of the other villages. Most of the villagers were killed in the attack. However, despite Dan's action, Naruto arrived nonetheless with everyone Nagato killed revived while Tsunade ended up in a coma. Following the invasion, the Hidden Leaf are summoned before the Lord of Fire over what occurred, with Danzo convincing the feudal lord to name him the new acting Hokage. Dans becomes the leader of the armed forces by influencing Mifyun's mind, but is caught. Soon after, Dans uses his power to mark Suzuki as a criminal to be killed before leaving for the Cage Summit in the Land of Iron to discuss dealing with the Akatsuki. Before leaving, seeing that he cannot confine Naruto due to his reputation as a hero, Dans ordered Sai to spy on the boy while sending his men to track down Kabuto for his medical knowledge. With Torun and Fu as his bodyguards, Dans arrives to the Cage Summit and attempts to name himself leader of the alliance that would fight the Akatsuki. However, the abrupt appearance of Taka and White Zetsu forces Dans to flee. Suzuki vs Danzo. However, Dans and his men were halted by Tobi at the Samurai Bridge. By that time his men were defeated by Tobi and Suzuki, who then challenged Danzo to personal combat. Dans unsealed his arm and revealed it to have been embedded with multiple Sharingan eye as he admits his role in the Uchiha clan massacre. Suzuki pretends to attack in anger with his Susanoo. Dans uses his Nagant to evade the fatal attack, until it becomes evident that Suzuki was actually just making Dans lose track of how many Sharingan he had in his arm. and in the end Suzuki is able to overcome Dan's by using a simple genjutsu, making Dan's think he has one extra. With the powers of both Senju and Uchiha at his disposal, causing Toby to realize that Dan's is targeting Naruto, Dan's clashes with Suzuki before forced sever his right arm before he overwhelmed by the Senju DNA. Refusing to accept defeat, Dan's takes Karin as a hostage so he can use Shisui's eye on Suzuki. However, Dan's was shocked that Suzuki had his attack pierced through Karin to kill him. On the verge of death, seeing that he can never surpass Hiruzen, Dan's decided to use the last of his life to take both Suzuki and Toby down with him with the reverse 4 symbols seal. Though both were able to get out of range, Dan's destroyed Shisui's Sharingan to prevent Toby from obtaining it. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Chin and Orion gasped. Orion, man, that's terrible. Chin, I didn't know that Danzo was that dangerous. Lainey, he was one of the worst ever. Suzuki, I didn't know that he tried to kill me. Me, yet I forgot to mention that part. Lin, I like to call Danzo the Benito Mussolini of the Hidden Leaf Village. We laughed at Lin's nickname for Danzo. Naruto laughs. Hey, that was a good way to describe him. Lin. Sakura laughs. That was a good one. Me, that's a very accurate description for him. Lin. Hunter D, German accent, J.A. That was a good one for that monster. Chin, who was Benito Mussolini. Me, he was the dictator of Italy back in World War II. He was one of the people that helped plunge the world into World War II. He may have been a leader, but he wasn't a smart one like Danzo was. Suzuki chuckles, that's true. Troy, yep. Orion, that is a good point though. I also heard JD that you were also the leader of the famous Knights of the New Fire. Me, that's right Orion. That was from an alternate world of Shinobi set 150,000 years into the future after a massive asteroid slammed into the planet and destroyed everything. I revealed everything. Note, Rise of the Angel Shinobi is still in progress, so no spoilers now. Chin, wow. That was intense. Me, it was. It was an epic adventure. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. At a repair shop, a tall boy with blonde hair, a purple sports jersey and white shorts was causing technological parts to float and build together, and he was working hard on something. It was Cooper Daniels, one of the plumber's kids and one of Ben's close friends and powerful helpers. He has a powerful psychic power called technokinesis, and he's a genius when it comes to working with all things technological. Air Raid, Manny Armstrong, Alan Albright and Helen Wheels went up to him. Air Raid, are you Cooper Daniels? Cooper, I sure am. Helen, hugs him, Cooper. Cooper, hey, guys. Did you miss me? Alan Albright, we sure did. Coop. Manny, we were wondering where you were. They got to talking. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Back at the estate we were talking. Troy Burrows, it's great to see you all again. Tommy Oliver, same to you Troy. Dia, we can't thank you enough for helping us. Aisha, it was so awesome helping you out. Gia. Me, Emma, it was so cool how you and Gia took down that Warstar monster that ruined your friendship. That one was a freak. Emma, yes he was. And he paid for it. Me, you got that right. But now you all have 20 years of Power Rangers abilities at your disposal. Dia, we sure do. The door opened and in came Cooper. Ben, Cooper. Cooper, hey Ben. Ben, it's good to see you again. Cooper, same to you. I was thinking about you all to make sure you were okay. Gwen T, we are now members of Team Loud Phoenix Storm. Me, so you are Cooper Daniels. It's a pleasure to meet you. We shook hands. Cooper, you too JD. Heard so much about you. And wow. The Mega Force Power Rangers, it's such an honor. Noah, thanks Cooper. It's a pleasure to meet you. Cooper, I believe you know this guy. In came Robo Knight. Me? Wow. Robonite. Troy Burrows, Robonite. Dia, thank goodness you're back. Robonite, Cooper has upgraded my systems to ensure that no evil force corrupts me again. Buzzsaw, good idea. Don't want you going evil again. Me? No kidding. Cooper, we were told from Ben that you have incredible technokinetic powers. Cooper, I sure do. Cooper stood and demonstrated. His eyes turned blue and computerized, and a bunch of scrap parts came and floated toward him, and they were put together into an awesome phaser blaster. Me? Wow. That is so awesome. Lisa, that is an amazing ability if I must say so myself. Me? How did this happen to you, Cooper? Cooper, size, I was given my powers because of what happened to me. Before the fights with the -10, I was in a car accident. Flashback. Cooper and his parents were in a nasty car crash and it was bad. Cooper, narrating. The crash caused me to crash into the windshield. Emergency personnel took us to the hospital. My parents ended up fine. But I wasn't. I was declared brain dead. But because of that, I was given a second chance at living thanks to a radical new experimental procedure. In the operating room, Cooper had his old brain removed and his brain was replaced with a special positronic brain, an advanced robotic artificial brain that is far more powerful than a human brain. They put the positronic brain into his head and used a laser to put his head back on. Cooper, the experimental procedure was a success. I was back after a near-death car accident. But I discovered that it had an unexpected and amazing side effect. It gave me an incredible power that can allow me to build high-tech advanced machinery more advanced than anything we have now with the power of my mind. Cooper was practicing with his powers in the recovery room and he was building all kinds of machines. Some of the machines were never even thought possible. Cooper, I promise to use my powers only when absolutely necessary. Flashback ends. Me? Wow. That is amazing. Nico, a positronic brain like in an android inside a human? How is that possible? Lisa, I was thinking exactly the same thing. Me, let me see here. I turned on my computer eyes and I saw that Cooper's brain was now a powerful artificial positronic brain like what we saw in science fiction movies. This was completely unheard of and it was a major league scientific breakthrough that will make brain-dead people being organ donors obsolete. Me? Wow. This technology they used on you is amazing. Lainey, that is amazing. I never even heard of this kind of technology. Lisa, neither have I. This is a completely whole new medical science breakthrough. Me, it sure is. Then the alarm went off. Me, uh-oh. We went to the computer and we saw that the Ghostbusters were in trouble. They were facing the Pumpkinhead ghost of Halloween, Sam Hain. He was terrorizing the city of Dublin, Ireland. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Sam Hain first appears in the episode when Halloween was forever. In this episode, he had been imprisoned in an ancient clock for centuries. Once the clock is brought to New York from Ireland, Sam Hain is soon released from his captivity by his 2 goblin minions on Halloween night. Once set free, he gathers all the ghosts he can and sends his minions all over New York. He also uses his powers to halt the night as he plans to make Halloween an eternal night that will last forever all over the world. The Ghostbusters however run all over town capturing his minions, to which Sam Hain confronts them out of rage. However, the Ghostbusters use his weakness against light to stun him and he is captured, along with his minions, just before the world falls under his evil reign forever. He is soon placed within the ecto-containment unit where it is assumed that he would stay. For quite some time, Sam Hain remained in his prison, where he seemed to get along with his fellow inmates, even playing a few card games with them as shown in Partners in Slime. Yet despite getting along with his fellow inmates, he never enjoyed being imprisoned. Sam Hain returns with an army of ghostly minions. Sam Hain does return to face the Ghostbusters once again in Halloween 2 1/2 thanks to his 2 goblins releasing him again. This time Samhain's primary goal is to take revenge on the Ghostbusters for his long imprisonment. He summons more ghosts and quickly takes over the Ghostbusters headquarters, transforming it into his new fortress. The Ghostbusters managed to get everyone else and escape just before the headquarters completely transformed. The Ghostbusters attempt to use his weakness to light again, but Samhain puts up a protective barrier around the fortress that only other ghosts can pass through. Samhain then leads his minions around the town to search for the Ghostbusters, allowing the Jr. Ghostbusters to sneak in, yet Samhain returns and takes them hostage. The real Ghostbusters use a camera hooked up to Slimer and see that Samhain's fortress is held together by a time stone that is in the exact same place that the containment unit was in. The Ghostbusters attack Samhain in his fortress and blast the stone from outside the fortress while Slimer attempts to save the kids. After the Jr. Ghostbusters are gotten out, the time stone is destroyed, causing the entire fortress to crumble and unveil the containment unit, which was left open after Samhain escaped. With the containment unit still active, Samhain and his minions are sucked back into their prison. New comics. Samhain also appears in the Now Comics Ghostbuster series. His first appearance is in issue 17, where he has been constantly chanting for many days. His chanting allows him to finally escape the containment unit and he takes Slimer, Janine, and Louis hostage. As his minions storm through New York, the Ghostbusters team up with an ancient wizard and are successfully able to recapture him. Samhain then attempts to escape through more chanting, only to be stopped by a loud foghorn. Samhain, and his previous crime, briefly appears in a flashback in issue 18, where Winston is remembering all the pain he's gone through as a Ghostbuster. Samhain returns once more in the second issue of the annual comic. In the annual issue, Samhain seemingly meets his ultimate demise when the Ghostbusters turn his plan to absorb more and more power against, causing him to explode into pieces. It is debated as to whether or not this is canon to Extreme Ghostbusters, in which Samhain made a cameo in the opening theme. It is possible that after he was destroyed, he was somehow revived and the Ghostbusters were able to trap him again. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Me, that's the ghost of Halloween, Samhain. Nico, I remember him. He was ugly. Lucy loud, wicked. He sounds like the kind of ghost that would cause anyone to be scared. Lainey, no kidding. Lana, this is gonna be awesome. Halloween is right around the corner and we need to bring back its honor. Troy Burrows, so how are we gonna kill a ghost? Me, we can't kill the ghosts that the Ghostbusters face. We contain them. Lincoln, it's like in our favorite show ARGGH and it's awesome. Clyde, this is gonna be awesome. Me, let's go catch a ghost. Ready to join us Megaforce Rangers? Troy Burrows, you know it. Orion, I'm in. Dia, let's do it. They pulled out their morphers and put a card in them. Megaforce Rangers, go, go, Megaforce. The Megaforce Rangers transformed into their Megaforce Ranger forms and they went into their Super Megaforce Ranger forms. Me, wicked awesome guys. Lincoln, just like on TV. Noah, it's gonna be so cool working with you guys. Me, let's go kick some ghost butt. Let's head for Ireland. We were off to Ireland. We were on the Red Megaforce legendary Zord called the Legendary Skyship. It was a pirate ship Zord and it was so awesome. Me, wow. The Skyship is so cool. We may have a new floating ship for Earth. Nico, we sure do. This is awesome. Lucy was flying in her Vampire Bat Zord. Taylor was flying in her Golden Eagle Zord. Lori was flying in the Teal Condor Zord and I was flying in the Purple Osprey Zord. Nico, and check out the new Wild Zords we have. Nico was flying in his newest Wild Zord, the Green Flying Squirrel Zord. It looked like a giant green flying squirrel machine. Me, awesome. The Flying Squirrel Zord. Nico, yep. Just got it as we were leaving. Nico showed us the green flying squirrel Zord animal crystal. Noah, that is so cool that you guys have your own wild Zords. Me, yep. It's really awesome. Tori Hansen, and I too have a wild Zord. The dolphin. Tori showed them the dolphin Zord crystal. Dia, that is so cool, Tori. You have to be the first ever Ninja Storm Ranger to have a wild Zord. Tori Hansen, I sure am. Me, the Wild Force Rangers were the Ninja Storm Rangers predecessor series. Also Troy, we saw that you have a Red Lion Zord as well. Troy Burrows, we sure do. Me, but that Red Lion is much different than the one Cole knows. Trudy, on the radio, hey guys. Stacy, hey sis. Trudy, sorry I'm late. I was stopping a bunch of robbers in North Carolina. Me, way to go Trudy. Trudy then arrived and she was in a red flying fish Zord. Me, whoa. A flying fish Zord. Trudy, yep. It's my first ever wild Zord, the red flying fish. Nico, that is awesome Trudy. Me, awesome job Trudy. Stacy, I'll say. Trudy, thanks guys. Jaden, wow. It's like we have a huge squadron ready for battle. Me, it sure does. Kevin, samurai, but this is amazing that we're going into battle like this. Nico, we have to be ready for anything. Lainey, Captain Troy. Ireland dead ahead. Troy Burrows, Captain Troy. I like that. I see it Lainey. Me, here we go guys. Let's kick some ghost butt. Mega Force Team, Legendary Ranger Mode, Samurai. The Mega Force Rangers turned into the Samurai Rangers. Troy was the Red Samurai Ranger, Noah was the Blue Samurai Ranger, Dia was the Yellow Samurai Ranger, Jake was the Green Samurai Ranger, Emma was the Pink Samurai Ranger and Orion was the Gold Samurai Ranger. They showed off their moves with their spin katanas and the Barracuda swords. Me, wow. That is so awesome. Emily, you guys know our moves really well. Nico, they have 20 years of Rangers at their disposal and they have the powers of both the America Power Rangers and the Japan Power Rangers. Lori, that literally surprises me. Jaden, it's awesome that you guys have our powers. Troy Burrows, thanks Jaden. It's amazing. Me, let's go. We went down to Ireland. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. A ferocious battle was going on. Sam Hain, you foolish humans will never win against me. Ray stands, to Sam Hain, you're gonna be spending Halloween in a containment trap. Me, off screen, and he will be in there for all eternity. We swooped in. Jake Halling, flying in the air, trick or treat. Now smell my feet. Kicks Sam Hain, knocking him to the ground. We landed. Me, we saw you guys in trouble, so we decided to drop in. Peter V, thanks for coming JD. Me, anytime Peter. Let's kick this Pumpkinhead fuckwad's face into oblivion. Everyone, yeah. Ben, time to fight Ghost with Ghost. Ben turned into Ghost Freak. Ben, Ghost Freak. Sam Hain, you really think turning into a ghost is going to help you? Ghost Freak, technically, I'm an alien right now. Shannon, he's what's called an ectonurite from the planet Anerpheidos. Lincoln, I'm going ghost. Lincoln turned into Lincoln Phantom. We went at Sam Hain and I punched him in the face and fired a powerful blast of force lightning at him and electrocuted him. Lincoln fired a powerful blast of ecto energy at Sam Hain and burned him. Clyde fired an atomic ray at Sam Hain and burned him. Ray stands, nice shot Clyde. Lana fired a powerful blast of ice lightning at Sam Hain and froze him. Sam Manson fired a powerful barrage of plant vines at him and threw him into the ground. Bella, let's show this monster what ghost power can do. Bella activated her ultimate Bella form and activated Ghost Freak's powers. Bella, Ghost Freak. It was the power of Ghost Freak without his skin that protects him from the sun. Bella fired a powerful blast of blue and black energy and it slammed into Sam Hain and exploded. Kyan, let me help out too. She spread her wings and went intangible, and she flew through Samhain and froze him. The Mega Force Rangers as the Samurai Rangers slashed Samhain with the powers of the Samurai Rangers. They slashed them with their spin swords blades covered in fire, water, air, lightning, and leaves and light, and they were ripping him apart. Me? Wow. Just like on TV. Jaden, they mastered our powers as the Samurai Power Rangers really well. Me? They sure have. Let's show him some teamwork. Kyan, right. Ready, Bella? Bella, let's smash this pumpkin. Ultimate Big Chill. Bella activated Ultimate Big Chill's power, and both Bella and Kyan fired a powerful blast of ice fire. Kyan and Bella, Absolute Zero Ice Firestorm. The blasts of ice fire combined and they hit Samhain and froze him with flames at -459.67 Fahrenheit, turning him into a block of ice. William, let's get him. Giganteon Cyber Key Power. The Giganteon Cyber Planet Key went into William's blaster, and it had 8 more cannons pop out, and they each can fire the elemental forces of nature. G1 Buzzsaw, let's get him, William. Cyber Key Power. The Animatron Cyber Planet Key went into his back, and it enhanced his razor-sharp serrated beak 100-fold. William and G1 Buzzsaw, Elemental/Storm Strike. William fired his blaster, and it fired all 9 elemental forces of nature, and Buzzsaw slashed Samhain, and the blasts hit him and exploded. Crab. Cody, Digimon time for some action. Armadilloman. TK, U2 Padaman. Their DG Vices activated. Armadilloman Digivolve 2. He turned into Ankyloman. Ankyloman, Echoing, Ankyloman. Padaman Digivolve 2. He turned into Angeman. Angeman, Echoing, Angeman. Their DG Vices changed, and they fired beams of yellow and green energy, and a ring of energy formed. Ankyloman, Angeman. Angeman and Angeman, DNA Digivolve 2. They fused and turned into Shukuman. Ankyloman and Angeman in unison, Shukuman. We saw Shukuman. Me? Wow. So that's Shukuman. Laney, he's so cool. Me, and he reminds me of the dog statue from Jaeman period Japan. Lincoln, what's the Jaeman period? Me, it was the earliest era of Japan. It was around 15,000 years ago. Chin, wow. So Japan has been around much longer than China. Me, it sure has. Shukuman, time to show this punk a lesson he'll never forget. Giganteon Cyber Key Power. The Giganteon Cyber Planet Key went into Shukuman's right arm, and it enhanced his powers 100-fold. Air Raid, let's get him. Cyber Key Power. The Earth Cyber Planet Key went into his back and enhanced his torque rifle 100-fold. Shukuman, Echoing, Kachina Bombs. Shukuman fired clay exploding bombs at Samhain. Air Raid and Shukuman, Super Hurricane Mine Cloud Burst. Air Raid fired his torque blaster, and the blast and Kachina bombs hit Samhain and exploded with incredible power. Crab. Yoliai, ready Hawkman? Yoliai's Hawkman, with you all the way Yoliai. Hawkman Digivolved. Yoliai's Hawkman Digivolve 2. Hawkman became Aquilaman. Echoing, Aquilaman. Carrie, time for some DNA power. Carrie and Yoliai's DG Vices changed and fired a beam of pink and red energy, and they formed a powerful ring. Aquilaman. Gataman. Aquilaman and Gataman, DNA Digivolve 2. They fused and turned into Silphamon. Aquilaman and Gataman in unison, Silphamon. Me? Awesome. DNA Digivolving is awesome. Silphamon, it sure is. We are twice as powerful when working together. Me? No kidding. Now to spice things up. I summoned Five-Headed Dragon. I held up the card of Five-Headed Dragon and it came out. Me, let's get him. I fired a massive blast of lightning. Five-Headed Dragon fired blasts of fire, water, earth, wind, and darkness. Silphamon had a powerful blast of pink and red fire ready. Silphamon, Static Force. JD, Silphamon, Five-Headed Dragon, Elemental Firestorm Typhoon. The blasts combined and turned into a powerful elemental energy blast and it hit Samhain and exploded with incredible power. Crab. Nico, that was so cool. Davis, let's get him Veman. Izzy, you too Worman. Worman, right Izzy. Their DG Vices activated and Veman and Worman digivolved. Veman digivolved too. He turned into X-Veman. X-Veman, Echoing, X-Seaman. Worman digivolved too. He turned into Stingman. Stingman, Echoing, Stingman. Then the DG Vices changed and fired beams of blue and green energy and formed a ring. X-Veman, X-Seaman. Stingman, X-Veman and Stingman, DNA digivolved too. They turned into Paledramon. X-Veman and Stingman in unison, Paledramon then digivolved. A dragon swooped in out of nowhere. Paledramon mega digivolved too. The dragon spun around him and turned into the massive dragon Digimon Imperial Dramon, Echoing, Imperial Dramon. Then Imperial Dramon changed. Imperial Dramon mode changed too. Imperial Dramon turned into a powerful humanoid warrior and his back cannon turned into a powerful arm cannon. Imperial Dramon, Echoing, Imperial Dramon fighter mode. Nico, wicked epic. Just like old times, right Izzy? Izzy, you know it Nico. Tintaman, I wish I can help out Izzy. Izzy, you still can Tintaman. Let's get him. Izzy's DG Vice activated and Tintaman Warp digivolved. Tintaman Warp digivolved too. He went past Kabuterimon and Mega Kabuterimon and turned into his mega form, Hercules Kabuterimon. Hercules Kabuterimon, Echoing, Hercules Kabuterimon. Me, wow. So that's Hercules Kabuterimon. Jerry, he's huge. Me, Izzy, from what I remember you never achieved this level yet. Izzy, we actually did while working for you. Thanks to you helping us a lot we now have the ability to reach mega level. Prodigious. Me, awesome. I guess our powers work in mysterious ways. Nico, they sure do. Let's get him. Echoing, River of Power. Nico fired Metal Seedramon's River of Power attack and it was a blue stream of energy. Hercules Kabuterimon, right with you Nico. Echoing, Mega Electro Shocker. Hercules Kabuterimon fired a massive blast of lightning. Imperial Dramon, Echoing, Positron Laser. Imperial Dramon fired a powerful blast of atomic energy from his arm cannon. Sheen fired a massive blast of fire. Nico, Imperial Dramon Fighter Mode, Hercules Kabuterimon, and Sheen, Cosmic Death Ray Fire Burst. The blasts combined and turned into a powerful blast of cosmic energy and it slammed into Samhain and exploded with unbelievable power. Crab. Me? Whoa. That was powerful. Let's take him down for good. Cooper, I've always wanted to try this. Technokinetic Hatchet Slash. Cooper used his powers and formed an energy hatchet and he slashed Samhain all over. Lucy Loud, you don't know what the true power of a vampire can do. Nazagamoon Damned Fire Slash. Her sword blade was covered in black fire and she slashed Samhain all over the place. Ghost Freak, this is for terrorizing everyone and making fun of Halloween. Ectonurite Death Ray Blast. Ghost Freak fired a massive blast of blue and black energy from his hands and it hit Samhain and exploded. crab. Samhain was knocked down. Peter V, now to trap you for good. They readied the trap. Clyde threw it and it was sucking in Samhain. Samhain, you think you've won? This is only the beginning. Soon, the 10 terrors will rise again. Cooper, and when they do, we'll be ready. Me, and they will die with you. Samhain was trapped in the trap. Clyde, consider yourself trapped. Me, well done Clyde. Sid, Clydey Bear you did it. Kisses him. Clyde then toots like a steamhorn and he has hearts in his eyes and faints. We laughed. Lori, laughs. At least it's literally not with me. Me, but that is adorable. Ray, you guys are incredible. Me, thanks Ray. I'm glad we arrived in time. Nico, Samhain you have failed this world and the afterlife. Me, he sure has. Sheen, yep. Lincoln, that's one ghost that won't be welcome here. Peter V, you said it. To me, thanks for helping us JD. Me, anytime Peter. We shook hands. Ghost Freak, to the viewers, the ghosts of Danny Phantom may have been a good fight. But the ghosts that the Ghostbusters face on a daily basis will be even tougher. Lucy Loud, you said it Ghost Freak. We went back home. The end. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Another fanfiction complete and another Ghostbusters ghost defeated and contained. Samhain was an absolute disgrace to the entire spirit of Halloween. But he was a cool one. Nico-chan11 gave me the ideas for this. Thanks man. Let me know what you all think. See you all next time.